I found out my fiancé was cheating with my maid of honor the night before our $75,000 wedding, so I canceled everything and took my honeymoon solo. Best decision I ever made. I was standing in my hotel room, wedding dress hanging pristinely by the window, when my phone buzzed with a video message from an unknown number. "You deserve to know," the text read. The 47-second clip showed my fiancé of 4 years and my maid of honor, Burton, my cousin and best friend since childhood. Burton wrapped around each other in what was unmistakably the hotel suite I had paid for as part of the wedding package. The timestamp: 2 hours earlier. My $75,000 dream wedding was less than 18 hours away. 178 guests had flown in from across the country. My father had taken out a loan to help pay for the perfect day that my fiancé James had insisted we needed to impress his business associates. I sat on the edge of the bed, phone still in hand, surprisingly calm. 6 years of therapy had taught me something valuable. This feeling of hollow emptiness wasn't shock, but it was recognition. Deep down, I'd always known something wasn't right. The constant business trips that couldn't be interrupted with calls, the way my cousin Emily always knew details about our relationship I hadn't shared, the subtle comments about how I could do better with my appearance from the man who supposedly loved me as I was. At 2:38 a.m., I made 3 decisions. First, I called the wedding planner and canceled everything, accepting I'd lose most deposits. Second, I emailed all guests explaining the wedding was off without details, apologizing for their travel expenses. Third, and most importantly, I packed my suitcase. By 6 a.m., I had checked out of the hotel and was driving to the airport. Our honeymoon tickets to Bali were non-refundable, and in my name, James had been too busy to handle the travel details. My phone exploded with notifications: parent James claiming it was one mistake, Emily saying I was overreacting, my mother begging me to just talk things through. I silenced them all and boarded my flight. That first night in Bali, alone in what should have been our honeymoon suite, I cried until my body had nothing left. Then I ordered room service, drew a bath, and made a promise to myself. This trip would be about rediscovering who I was before I started shrinking to accommodate someone else's expectations. Over the next 2 weeks, I went on every excursion I'd planned for us. I hiked volcanic trails at sunrise, took cooking classes with locals, and swam in waterfalls. I made friends from Germany, Australia, and Japan who invited me to join their adventures when they saw me dining alone. On my last night, a woman in her 60s approached my table. "I've watched you all week," she said. "You arrived broken, but you are leaving whole. Whatever happened, I am proud of you." 6 months later, I've rebuilt my savings, moved to a new city, and started the photography business I'd put on hold for James's career. Just today, I received a wedding invitation from Emily and James. I sent them a framed photo I took in Cully of a single butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, no explanation needed. Some gifts aren't meant to be returned. If you want to hear what happened when they showed up at my apartment, share this video.